Bakugan, bro. Hey, what's going on, bros? Today, hey, what's going on, bros? Matthew here today. Bringing another Bakugan, another Beyblade. Excuse me, Beyblade review. Yes, ooh, chewing on that. Today we have the, as some people refer to as, Shining Amaterios. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that. Shining Amaterios. Again, pretty cool. So if we look at the stats again, sealed, to be on shop. It was like 2 or 3 of these. I picked up another ones. I got 2 of them. So we have 13 attack, 7 burst, 0 defense, 3 weight, 8 agility, 0 stamina. Ability for switch strike, the layer extended attack range, which just means that these little bits move. And then the driver spin path vibration. This very reminds me of Destroy, but I don't really like Destroy. Destroy never works for me, so yeah. So a little bit about this Beyblade. Amaterios, from what I understand and what I believe, is based off of the sun god Amaterios, which it's spelled differently, which is why it was, again, this is another rare Bay Get Battle Prize booster. It came out September 21st, 2018. There was also a shadow one. Again, it had blue, silver, purple. It had like navy blue. It was very cool. We don't have that, unfortunately. We probably won't ever get that, really. So I'm just glad we got these, because, like, again, some of those rare Beyblades we don't really get, because I do believe there is a process we have to do to get these. Weird thing is, it says it's A3, yet it can go with it goes with like Aaron Knight, how it has that little diamond, so you put like a level chipset. I feel like it should be A4, because what about A2, A1, you know? But yeah, pretty cool. This is a attack tab. So we'll take a look at the parts one by one. We'll take a look at the layer. We look at this layer. Boom. Pretty nice line motif. QR. Boom. Again, these move out. I don't find these very useful. It's like regular how the lines and stuff shifted out. I don't find it very useful. But it's one of those things. So it's like, oh, it's cool. It has a little gimmick and stuff. Star. The reason I do, like I said, I do believe this is based off the Japanese sun god Amaterios because of the color. Because most artwork and mythology shows it have golds and blue, golds and reds, which is I think why it's like this, and then silver because it had metal on it in Japan. I'm pretty sure. Thought there was like sparkles in it. It's like a metallic. It's not like gold like the Excalibur from the Master set or a Calcum gold. It's like metallic gold, which is pretty cool. And next we have a 2-part. We have a fortress and a frame. We'll take a look at the this is arrow dash. Dash just means it's more. This Verum is, to me, this is like one and 1 dash from Excalibur, but 1 dash from Broke, and then 1 from Surge, which is my all-time favorite. It looks good. See, boom. Again, a dash. I don't know what happened to Arrow 1. Arrow Prime, Arrow Dash. Some people refer to it as. Again, it reminds me of 1. Frame. We have angle. It does remind me of the Dagger frame. Dagger frame was used for Broke Excalibur. It came in Japan. It came with Wolberg, which is a Plastic Gem reboot. It came with a full Cerberus for that jet. I don't have it. I can't remember the name for it. It came out as a random booster, but then it came out with the full parts and everything, and then it came with a repaint of Achilles, and it came with that frame. So that we don't have in America yet. It's one of those few parts we don't have, like Ultimate Reboot. We don't have that. We don't have the Dagger frame. We don't have the proof frame for Fafnir, which is upsetting. But yeah, pretty cool. That's like a nice little metallic to it. And then again, just boom, boom, together. And next we have Anchor. Anchor, I don't really like Anchor. It's a tall boy. It's too tall. I don't remember. I've seen a few reviews before recording this. I don't remember if like this red was a material, because like We don't really use certain materials. Like for example, Eternal. This part it has a Paul material. In America, it's plastic. So I don't know if it was supposed to be like plastic or if it was supposed to be rubber. I'm not sure. Um, like I said, I'm not too sure. Like I said, it's supposed to be. Again, America, we're not known to do show accurate. Yggtron, or however you pronounce it, Yggdrasil in Japan had. The driver had that Paul material. Again, Eternal. I just have Aeronite next to me. Eternal, how this part was supposed to be, had that Paul material. Now it's like Revolve, which is stupid. But again, I don't really remember. Like I said, this came out last year. So, and I haven't seen really, and then again, this Beyblade came out. I've seen reviews go from roughly end of March to end of April. Again, one of those things where it's like, weird. It's the tightness. It's pretty tight. I did not mention this guy's this tightness. It's loose, but with the gimmick. The burst resistance stuff, it gets super tight. So there's that. Again, out of 10, How am I comparing it? I would say it's pretty good. I would say it's a 7. Kukulkan's pretty tight. Broker is pretty loose. Surge is pretty loose. It's on par with Surge, actually. Yeah, but it has a weird, like, skipping. Like, it doesn't, it, like, skips sometimes mine, but that's just my copy as usual. Again, it comes with an LR light launcher button using my string launcher. This is a right rotation Beyblade, just like Orichalcum. So, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I didn't focus it. Focus. Yeah. Again, it's an attack type, but then, that has no stamina whatsoever, so it doesn't really go too badly. So let's put up against, like, some defense Beyblades. Let's go with Archer Hercules, because I just have it there. Some attacks. And if you hear that, like, little bit of a clicky, like, noise, that's the little parts coming from it. Boom. Nothing. And then Amaterios, nothing. I want to put him against a tap Beyblade, but then I don't have it on a launch. All I have is this boy. I do want to get a Japanese one, by the way. So yeah. Overall, I do recommend this. Out of the two, though, this is better. Overall, it has a better ability. This, to me, and this is just me, this is my opinion, y'all can just, you can just be mad at me in the comments. There's nothing really special about this thing. It does have new parts, like both of them, but, the gimmick isn't good. If it was like the little bits, if those were metal, yeah, I would say it's useful because then you're attacking it with either metal or plastic. But again, and like I said, I think the silver was metal, so when it would go in, which is kind of the point of it, or no, it has like a better attack range. But if they were like tighter, which they're not, they're pretty loose. All of them are. Everything is the same looseness. If it was like super tight, if it was like I'm trying to think of a Beyblade like that with this kind of gimmick. Right now they remind me of how loose they remind me of the burst stoppers from the Turbo, the actual like Turbo Beyblades, like Turbo Keeley, Silver Spice, and Turbo Valve Track. There's nothing really special. It, like I said, it actually kind of reminds me of Kukulkan, how when it's like halfway, like this little bit falls out, and like you have that, extra impact, like, and the top two. But like I said, if it was like metal or if it stood out a bit more, I like this kind of reminds me of the Driver Claw or Flame Sagittarius little bit where I had the claws. And I don't really have my Sagittario on me right now. Again, this is one of those. Like I said, I recommend Orichalcum more, but I do recommend these. I do say if you find them, pick them up. But I do recommend finding Orichalcum first. Again, these two will be on my shop. They will be $12 each. I will be only shipping in the U.S. because I don't want to pay all the shipping fines and everything for out of the country. I do say though, I do say online though, I feel like these will go a bit better because again, these were a rare prize Beyblade for Japan, and not these are pretty expensive. I've seen them go for $100 to like $500. These are pretty expensive Beyblades. I do recommend getting this. I did watch a few videos about this, but I can't remember. I do write stuff down for these videos. I do have scripts and history. That's how I knew about the history with Orichalcum and Amaterios. Again, Amaterios was a sun god in Japan. It was spelled ASU at the end instead of IOS. It was, yes, AMATERASU. I'm pretty sure I wrote that right. But yeah, I do recommend this. It is a good, like I said, this is one of the advantages of these Beyblades with the turbo Beyblades, how the bits are metal. Unlike if you look at Broke, you see this metal part and the tip are metal. Whereas, like, you know, if we look at Surge, it looks ugly. Where it's, you know, with the paint, it's still gonna look like shelf good. Again, these are two pieces. I would say these are like go on the shelf. But again, Orichalcum, I cannot recommend Orichalcum enough. You get a beautiful ability. This is pretty good. I have not been able to burst it. I've been able to burst others, but that is because they were like super loose. But yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know I've rambled on at the end of it, but hope you guys have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun jazz stuff. Remember, brawlers, keep them out. I will see you all in the next battle. Later, brawlers.